Hi everyone, welcome to Transparency Tuesdays. I want to call today's episode the Makoti syndrome. So when a girl is about to get married, she usually gets a visit from her grandmother and her aunts, and they're giving her marital advice. So majority of this marital advice is based around domesticated issues. So you'll hear things like you must always cook for your husband. The way to your husband's heart is through his stomach. Don't allow any woman to do your husband's laundry, and all the things in that direction. But the thing is, being the woman that you are in 2019, you probably have a career. And they usually call your career a 9 to 5, but it's probably like a 6 to 6. That's how most careers are anyways these days, especially if you in corporate. So it's not realistic to think that you will be able to do the laundry, and I'm talking washing it and ironing it and packing it neatly in the cupboards, doing like mopping the floor, scrubbing the shower, doing the most cooking, and then going to work and being effective there. So last year when my friend Nomsa was getting married, Mohau gave a speech at her bridal shower, and one of the many advices that she gave was, do not be ashamed to ask for help. She even used herself as an example to drive home the importance of asking for help, because what getting help does for you is that it now gives you allowance to get to do what you need to do, be it your ministry, be it work, be it spending more time with your husband, because you're newlyweds. You don't exactly want to spend your Saturdays spring cleaning. I mean, really? You want to spend Saturdays getting to know each other even more, exploring the outdoors. So after our wedding, it was the first week after our wedding. Now the wedding festivities had died down and we were back at our place. My husband went back to work. I was still at home. I was so fired up. I was excited now to be the Makoti that I was told to be. Muha's advice went out the window. Actually, I had forgotten about it completely. So I woke up. Thank goodness I didn't hand wash that laundry. I used the washing machine. Like, wow, because it was a lot. So I did the laundry, I ironed it, packed it neatly back into the cupboard. Mind you, now I was officially moving in. So not only was I ironing and everything, I was also figuring out which compartment is mine and all of that. I was spring cleaning the house. I was doing the most. But by 4 p.m. that day, I wasn't even tired. I was just finished. I was maxed out. Like, I can't even explain the level of tiredness that I experienced. And only then did Muhau's advice come back into my mind, like, oh, but she did say ask for help. So then I decided to ask for help. My friend Dineo hooked me up with this app. It's called Sweep South. So it's like rent a helper. And it can be a once-off thing. Let's say you already have a helper who's working for you on a permanent basis and they go on leave, then you can use the app to have someone come in and clean for you for that duration. You can have them come on a weekly basis. They can come every second week depending on what your needs are, and they do everything. Like, they clean your oven, they clean your fridge, they do your laundry, they repack your cupboards, like everything that you need domestically, they do for you. So now that I'm using that app, the only thing that I do is I cook, and sure, like my life, wow, I actually have a life now, And the weird thing is that also the people we get married to, they understand the times we live in, so they don't even expect all of these things of us. It's just they watch us do these things, like, oh, okay, maybe she enjoys ironing, who knows. Meanwhile, you are dying inside. And also with my cooking, what I do is that I always cook enough for 2 days. So I cook for supper and lunch. So whatever we eat for supper becomes lunch for the following day. And I'm basing that based on my personal schedule. You can develop your own schedule. I know that people who cook for the week, that also can be done, but always find out what your schedule allows. Don't do something because it's what you were told you should do or that's what your friend is doing. Do what works for your schedule. And still within the topic of cooking, we have this culture where girls who cannot cook are frowned upon. It's like, ooh, you didn't get good home training. You can't cook. But let me set you free. If you are that girl who can't cook, but you are interested in learning how to cook, there's so many cookbooks. Actually, you don't even need to buy a physical book. There's apps that you can download on your phone, and they've got easy recipes. You don't have to be a Gordon Ramsay or a Jamie Oliver. You can do simple things. But even better, right now, you can type on YouTube how to cook pap, and you will probably get like 10,000 suggestions of videos you can watch, and there you'll be cooking pap. So don't have that pressure, and don't be ashamed, first of all, because no one taught you how to cook, and don't be ashamed that you are not built for the domesticated life. Just get help. It's that simple. And if I'm being quite honest, my upbringing was not the kind where spring cleaning was a thing. I only cleaned our house for 3 weeks per year, and those were the weeks where our helper would go on December leave, festive season leave. That's the only time I ever had to clean, and I didn't really have to spring clean. I was just keeping the house tidy, doing my bit until she came back. So I don't know what new thing I was trying out when I got married. Maybe it was marriage excitement. Who knows? But the whole point of this video is to let you know that there is no shame in asking for help. You live in 2019 now. You don't have to be the Makoti that your grandmother was. You don't have to be the Makoti your mother was, because you're not your grandmother. You're definitely not your mother. You are you. Thank you for watching.